here she be, the newly revamped Bluick engine. It's been rebuilt. They're just bolting on what they can here now. You can see it's been painted red. Obviously, there's nothing you can do with the exhaust manifold. All of the bolts are in for that. Their new water pump, new fuel pump, new fucking everything else. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. So it's going to be going back in the car soon enough. Here's the back end of it, which we don't really see much because it's the back end of it. I guess that's a new PCB. That's what she's going to look like, huh? Wow. Damn. Totally different. And obviously it's going to look a lot different once it's in here. The car will never look the same as it did. There's the exhaust pipes there and there. And that's pretty much the deal. So, I don't know, maybe another couple of weeks or so and that'll do it. So that's the current update on the Bluick. This, I don't know. It was a little weird. I mean, the phone rang, and the guy's like, okay, the engine's ready to go back in the car, so if you want to take pictures or anything while it's out, now's the time. So I had to drop everything I was doing and run the fuck down there. But quite honestly, I don't think the engine was quite ready for prime time. The paint job, in case you didn't notice, there was some overspray of the red onto the timing cover, which is right behind the water pump, and like a drip of paint on that, and no. If I'm paying this kind of money, it's going to have to be perfect. Another thing were the load spreaders on the valve covers. They were slightly crooked. Instead of being, dead straight, one was just a little off to the side. You can do better than that. And that worries me a bit because if we're not exact with that shit, what about what's going on inside of the engine? So that was a little disconcerting. And I told the guy, I was real nice about it. I said, listen, just a little minor thing. My OCD kicks in and, just these got to be straight. He's like, yeah, but it doesn't do anything. I said, I know, but it's got to be straight. So he kind of like, I could tell he was like, oh, fucking pain in the ass. But, all right, it's no big deal. I mean, they're right there. The engine's out of the car, so it's not like a big deal. And, then I went back to the guy in the office, and I said, hey, this overspray shit, what the fuck? And he's like, all right, let's go take a look. So we looked at it, and he says to the guy, he says, all right, you got to take this off and, hit it with aluminum colored paint and get rid of the red because that's no good. And then the guy says to me, he says, oh, we're probably going to need another gasket for that because that'll damage it. I said, that's on you. That's not on me. You fucked it up. You're going to have to fix it. And the other one was, oh, yeah, we put a new thermostat in there. I said, I just changed that a year ago. You did? All right, I'll have the guy take it. Fuck it, I'll just take it off the bill. So I'll have to watch for these little things. Anyway, they claim that it's going to be about another week to week and a half to 2 weeks, somewhere in there. They have not run the engine yet. They don't run it while it's on the stand because he said that would be a lot more labor to do that. They'd have to hook up a fuel source and, put the starter on it and all the other stuff that would be necessary to make it run. And as you notice, like the distributor wasn't on there and all the wires and all that, so to put a lot of that stuff on, to take some of it off and that's what the deal was. So anyway, it's coming along. And I figured the paint job was going to be shit, and I'm not thoroughly impressed with it. I think it could have been better. But he's like, well, we put 6 coats on it. I said, well, I'm sorry, 6 cans worth on it. I'm like, well, you know, if I'm having them painted, it's going to have to be guaranteed. So if there's an area that starts burning off or something, that's going to be a problem, and they're going to have to take care of that. I don't know. It was sort of like we wasted all this time not doing anything. I haven't heard from them in, when was the last update I put up? A month ago? Something. It's been easily 4 weeks. The car has been there for 8. We talked about 6 weeks for the entire rebuild. So it's currently taken a lot longer than it was originally anticipated. Whatever. Anyway, the guy who is doing the work on the engine was none too thrilled when he was told he would have to take the timing cover back off. So that's not good. But then again, nobody does any quality work anymore. Yeah, great. Well, anyway, that's going to have to be it for now. Thank you for watching. Make sure you hit like, make sure you hit subscribe, and stay tuned, because I'll put a couple of pictures in that I took of the engine that you just saw at the very end. So we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.